Hi everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So for this week's decoration, my theme is trees. So let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, so my absolute 155% favourite stamp set that came out of this Christmas was the Tiny Trees Turnabout from Concord and 9th. You guys have seen me use it plenty of times now, so this isn't going to come as a surprise. The part you haven't really seen me use, you've seen me use the Turnabout plenty, but I haven't really used the extra trees that come with this. So I thought I'd do that for this week's decoration. I also have, I just this year has felt like the year of the tree to me, as in when it comes to Christmas. I've done lots of stuff with green trees and I wanted to sort of keep going with some of the trees. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in some washi tapes here. This one is a brand new one from a shop, I think it's called Mint My Desk, that's in Melbourne Central, but I do know there's some shops in Queensland. This is an old Kiki K and this is an old Target. We're going to chuck that in here. I'm actually, depending on how I go here, I may also add in some paper from the new Paper Lovers book from Kiki K. But to start off with, I've loaded up my Misty with my Turnabout stamp because I do want to do just one Turnabout here so that I can sort of put some of the pattern paper around. So I'm just loading this onto my temporary jig. I did buy one. It is in my Simon Says stamp order that has arrived, so I will get it for Christmas. I will have gotten it for Christmas. I'm filming this before Christmas. So I'm very excited just to have that. So what I've decided also is I'm taking my cues from, this washi tape. This washi tape's got like a light green, a dark green, a middle green, and then just one red. And it's also got a couple of brown little bits in there. So I'm going to grab that sort of palette. So I'm using Bundled Stage, Festive Berries, Rustic Wilderness, and Brushed Corduroy. So I'm going to start off with this. You guys have seen me do this already, the stamp. I'm not going to therefore do it. I'm going to rush straight through this. If you haven't already seen me do this, or how this Turnabout works, I will link my tags video where I do this down below and you can check it out there. But I will be back in just a second when I have my Turnabout page done. Alright, so there's my finished Turnabout. I've done the brushed corduroy because I think it looks a little bit like gold. It's not quite, but it has got that kind of goldy feel to it, which is why I wanted to use it. So we'll see how we go here. Other thing I may pull in, I was just having a think about it. I know I used it last week, but I might join the trees washi up with just the gold hearts, which means I may also need to change my date covers because I've got silver on my date covers and I may need to change that. So I'm going to wipe these out. I'm also going to point out that this is the last time you guys are going to see this exact spread. As of 2022, I have a new spread. It is very, very similar. There's just a couple of little changes. And it's just because Aussie Planner Chick are no longer making inserts. She's gone on hiatus for a little while, which is great because it's been giving her time to spend with her wonderful family. But to the wonderful Julia, thank you so much for my inserts for the last couple of years. I have loved them. They have been my ride or die. And I'm sure my planner piece ones will do the job, but just know that yours were the OGs and I loved them very much. So thank you very much. That sticker's going to go straight back down there, so I'm not going to worry about the fact that it's still sticky. Alright, this is where I'm just interested to see. Yeah, that's what I think. I'm going to put the... Let's have a look. I just want to put the hearts right at the top. Like right at the top. I'm going to put these trees just underneath it, and then between the two it should fit right on my line or just a little bit below it, which is fine. And then for the bottom, this is where I'll bring in some of that red, I think. So this is old washi tape. It's a bit sticky. I'm interested to see if it still works. Like it's sticky on the outside. I don't know, I'm just not sure I like that. What else have I got that's got trees on it? I have plenty that have trees on it. I really like that one. Where are my greens? They're blues. I thought I had plenty. Alright, this is where I'm going to grab in something else. Because we didn't get a Kiki K Christmas this year, let's pull in something here. So, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, there was that one. Was there another one with some smaller trees? If you haven't seen it already, go and check out my video walking through this one. Oh, hold on, it's in this collection, that's why I can't find it. There's the gold stars, there's the green. Oh, now I'm confused. Alright, I'll use this one instead. This is the Christmas Paper Lovers book from last year. I think I just saw a really dark green kind of paper. I thought I did. Oh, I love those little trees. I swear to goodness, I'm going insane. I'm going insane, that's true. I'm going to add in a little bit of the washi tape that goes with this anyway. So I'm just going to use, this is just actually paper, like it's from the baubles. But I'm just going to sort of steal some of the paper off the side. So I'm just going to trim off a bit of the fuzzies. And then if I trim this to be as wide as that, this is going to bring in some of the dark, because there's beautiful dark green, but I don't have an ink this dark. Just going to mark 1.5 on either side, and then I can cut it to there. And then I've got two bits, and then I can just stick away and know that I'm going to be okay. So that'll be fine. And the good thing is this particular bit of paper would just be thrown out otherwise. I love getting a little bit more out of sheets like this out of the Paper Lovers books, because it's just so good. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this down and then cut the other, or get the other side done exactly the same. So I'll do that and I'll be right back. Alright, so I just changed that up just a little bit. I just added a little, just a touch of gold at the bottom. It's definitely going down the gold path now. So in a minute, I'm going to have to change something. So I'm just going to put down my New Year's Eve sticker again. I'm pretty sure that's where it's going to stay now, so if it's not, I'll move it. So my original plan was that I was going to use my Barney and Moo stickers, but I'm even looking at it now and thinking this is going to be too light. Because I was sort of thinking I'd use this sort of tealy colour. So what we're going to do instead, hold on, I need to raid the stash. Alright, we're going to be a little bit more fun here. See if we can rescue a bit more of this paper. So I'm just lining it up with the trimmer. So I'm going to use these ones from Luscious Labels. I'm just going to send these ones through and gold foil them. But what I'm going to do is, rather than sending them all through, I'm just going to cut off the row that I want and just foil these ones. So that way I've just got one row of gold instead of doing the whole thing. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to stick these all down and I'll be right back. So I know it looks like you can't really see the days, but trust me, when the light hits them, whew, they look lovely. Alright, I'm going to bring in some of these trees. We're going to stamp in some of them. So what I want to kind of do, I'm a little scared to do this, I'm being deadly honest. I kind of want to do some like second and third gen stamping along here. So I've got my tree. I have a piece of scrap paper, which is actually the original Turnabout that I did because I stuffed it up. I'm really scared. That's a good word. Scared of third gen or second gen stamping. It makes me nervous. I don't know why. The only thing I do want to do first is I just want to make sure that I don't get any on the bottom here. So I'm just using that bit of scrap I had before. It's fine if it's not perfect. That's the point. Don't get upset me. And then I'm just going to have some fun kind of playing with these along here. So I'm just starting with this one. I'll move to a different one in a second. So then once we've done that in Rustic Wilderness, I'm just going to bring in Bundled Sage just really quick. Same stamp. Have one there. We'll bring in the brown in a minute when we do the what's the word I'm looking for? The stems or the roots. So do the same thing on this side. We'll put a couple of trees, this solid tree in first. So don't mind getting it on the green paper. I just don't want to get it on the gold. It'll come off, but I just don't want to. Then I'm going to come in with a different kind of tree. So I'm going to use this little curly whirly tree. I've got the green again here, the dark green, sorry, and then we'll add in a Bundled Sage, one of these big ones, because this is where the red's going to come in. So I'm going to do this all just by sight. Obviously the Misty would be great because it would make sure that we didn't get this anywhere, but I just don't, I don't really want to bring it out. It's just a bit too much today. Okay, and then I want to get this one, just needs to fill in some of these gaps. So this is, I'm going to bring in some brown with this one as well. Might even bring in a red with that. Just filling in the gaps sort of down the side here. I'm actually starting to wonder if I'm going to be able to use that turnabout that I did in the first place, because I think I may have made this too much fun. So I'll grab the red, I'll put those in. So I'm embracing the imperfection here. I don't mind if these aren't perfectly lined up. And again, having fun with the fact that this is 2nd gen, so it looks a little bit faded and a little bit different. I made a mess, but that's okay. Okay, then I'm just going to add in a couple of the bases of the trees. And there's a couple of different bases in this set, so I can add in a few different kinds. So there's the other one. I've lost it. It's not what I imagined in my head, but I still very much like it. Okay, so pull that up. I need some more red. Where is my lids? There's also some little sprinkly kind of dotty ones. So I'm going to use those ones. They'll actually fit really nicely. I don't think they're designed for this one. I think they're designed to go on one of the other solid ones, but I'm going to chuck it on here because I can. Oh, that's actually really cute. And again, I've just made them 2nd gen occasionally. That's better. Now there's a bit of red. Okay. I'm going to do it in a sec, but the last thing I'm going to do with the stamps is I'm just going to bring in some of the stars. And I'm just going to stamp a couple of red stars around the place. But before I do that, I really do want to use this. And I'm just trying to work out where and how. So I'm just going to move this for a sec. Let's get my trimmer. I'm just going to trim off the edges just so this is like right up to the edge of everything. So I'm probably cutting a little bit off here, but that's okay. Alright. And I'm just thinking I'm going to fold this in half. Actually, it's not going to be quite half, but fold it about there-ish. And the sad part about this is I'm actually going to lose half of it. Not half, but actually, no, I'm not. I'm not wasting this by hiding it. So I'm just going to cut off a little edge. So I'm just using my trimmer to find a spot. So I've just got a flap there. So I'll have this lift up. So I'm just going to cut it about there. This will add in a bit more red on this side as well. Just got to find then a way to add some red in on the other side. So I need to. So this is going to sit above where it says bits and pieces there. So I'm just going to rescue this little bit of paper. I'm just going to trim it down just a little bit. I'm just going to try and do this freehand. This may not work. I just need it to be straight-ish. Doesn't need to be perfect. Just needs to be straight-ish. So I just want this to sit right above that gold little bit there. There we go. So I can write in anything under here, but then I've also got the I can put stuff at the top. And then rather than wasting this bit as well, I'm going to do something similar. I'm going to have it, no, you know what I'm going to do? So I'm going to trim it just to that one there. I'm going to have it open sideways, which is a different sort of orientation for me, but that's okay. And I'm just going to move then my Wednesday and Thursday. So I'm just going to give this a bit of a door the same way I did the others. So it'll sit there like that and it will open that way. And because I used my awesome glue dots, this is going to come up with no issue. So then the only thing I do need to do is work out how I cover these up. So just going to line that up first. There we go. And then you open that. So let's do that. There you go, that was easy. I'm just going to put them straight back where they were and just have it so they fold out. I think that's fine. Whoops. Although it would be better if I put Thursday on Thursday and not Thursday on Wednesday. Whoopsies. I actually kind of like that. And then just to finish this off, because it just feels a little something on the inside there. I don't mind it over here, but I don't like it over this side, so hold on. Just grabbing the notepad from this collection from last year. I'm just secretly hoping there was a green piece, and I don't think there was. I'm just popping the top of the envelope out here and then just tearing that off so that it's free. I'm just using this top bit. So again, getting every little bit out of here. The good thing is I can use either side because it's the same colour on either side. Cool. So I don't just need to mark out where it needs to go to. Now I should have done this beforehand, but I didn't. So we're just gonna cop it. I'm just gonna put some gold. Now this is old washi tape. When I say old, I mean old. I think it's like 3 or 4 years old. I do love it though. It is very, 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 very good tape. But I really want this to have a bit of an edge to it. So I'm putting this down. I'm going to put it the whole way across here. I may run out, which I'm a little nervous about, I'll be honest. I have decided that my stuff needs to be used. It can't be just sitting there being looked at anymore. It has to get used. I definitely should have done this first, but it's okay. I'm just going to lift that up gently. Just trim off the excess, which again, easier said than done. Now I want to know from you guys, the week between Christmas and New Year can either be a very, very busy week or a very, very quiet week. I want to know if yours falls in, which category yours falls into this year, because mine technically falls into the quiet because I'm not working, but Ryan is. But my mum and stepdad are here, so it is quiet. There's not a lot going on, but it's not a normal week. It's not like I'm going to be doing my normal stuff. So I'm just interested to know if whose weeks are quiet and whose weeks are busy. Let me know in the comments down below, or on my socials, either or. I wonder if I can get in there. There's always one spot that's just hard to get to, but I did it. And I'm actually going to fold this over and just give you a sneak peek of what's on the inside. Oh, I actually really like that. And then I can just stick that down, and then that can be like a to-do list or something on the inside. Now the problem is I'm debating doing it on the other side. I'm debating it. I may do it off camera, and add it in later, because I don't think, oh, I love that. That's so cute. Alright, so last but not least, I just want to add in a couple of sets of these red stars. Just because there's not as much red here as I would have liked. So I'm just adding just a couple here and there. And I'm rotating the stamp around so that I'm getting different clusters each time. So I've got, what, 2 there. I'm not going to put anything else on it. I'm not going to put daycare stickers because we don't have daycare this week. I really like that. It's not at all what I had imagined in my head. I had imagined this whole rustic, vintage kind of tree look. I don't quite know how we got here, but I really, really love this. I just think that trees this year was kind of my theme. I don't know if you can have a theme for Christmas, but that was kind of my theme. So I like that this kind of represents that and kind of just has my 2021 Christmas in a nutshell. So thank you for sticking with me through this one. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope you've enjoyed all the Christmas decorations that I've done this year. If you want to leave down below which one was your favourite, I'd love to know. Otherwise I might pull a poll over on my Instagram at some point or another. I hope you guys are having a wonderful break. If you are having a break, if you are at work, thank you for working during this very busy time. I know it's not always fun to be not always fun to be the person working when everyone else is on holidays, but just know you are very much appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you again in my next video. Sending lots of huggles. Bye!